does attack. Lost it. Plays has got it. Mizzou is going to win.
Ball game. What a game.
Brown, the finish. Oh, my goodness.
2 seconds. 1 second. The long desperation. By
Missouri gets it. Missouri knocks off Kansas.
Zaire Taylor for the win. Yes! And Missouri wins it!
Cunningham, the McDonald's All-American, about to start her freshman season with the and one. The Black won the scrimmage 30-15. Dunk contest in between. There's your winner. Jacqueline Gant, the sophomore from Atlanta, with a perfect score, 40 out of 40, with that dunk on the lob. Jacqueline Gant, your 2015 dunk champion, and he carried it into the men's scrimmage. The alley-oop for Jacqueline. Black on top, 10-8. Gold squad responds. How about this freshman, KJ Walton, 10 points and 2 boards in the first half alone. Gold was up 18-14 at the half. Second half, here comes the Gold squad with some nice passing, and Russell Woods, the JUCO transfer, with the dunk. D'Angelo Allen finishing strong with the slam for the Black squad, but the Gold picks up the win, 36-30. Hope you enjoyed those highlights.
I was really happy with the energy level that our young guys brought to the table. I thought they demonstrated that they'd learned some things, in the preseason, and even learned some things from a week before when we had the scrimmage. So there were a lot of good things that came out of it. There's obviously always things to work on. Being able to get in front of a crowd's always important too, and that was the first basketball. He's done a good job of scoring around the basket. He's getting better defensively. He's one of the things that he really needs to work on is handling the basketball, and I don't mean being a point guard. I just mean making passes at the right time. But I'm really pleased with him. He's done a great job, and you know what, man, all those freshmen have. They've all 4 of them have demonstrated that they've been well coached in their high school situations. I can make solid contributions to this team. I can get the ball to the basket. He didn't shoot the other night from the perimeter because he didn't have to, because we did a poor job of guarding him, So he brings that to the table, and that's something that we desperately need as compared to a year ago when we had trouble getting the ball to the basket. So I hope he continues that and continues to build his confidence.
He rebounds too. I mean, for a young player, that's a pretty encouraging sign, isn't it?
He rebounds from a wing spot, and need to keep Missouri Western from getting to the basket, getting easy shots, getting layups, and do a good job on our post defense. They have a really good post player, and that's something that is an ongoing process for us, is post defense, because we're not particularly strong. So. Hopefully we want to push the basketball and try to get some shots, try to get some easy baskets, take the ball to the hole, and I hope we shoot the ball well. And most of all, I just want to see us play together and see how we play as a team in front of a crowd and against a team that's, capable.
Don't tell Terrence Phillips it was just an exhibition. Emotion-filled 92-53 Missouri win over Missouri Western. in their only exhibition game of the preseason. Along with the former Tiger Jarrett Sutton, started as true freshman, and K.J. Walton led the way, 17 points to lead all scorers.
Yeah, you know, he's 6 for 6 from the field, 4 for 4 from 3, but how many times was it a teammate setting up? Right there, it's Russell Woods hitting him for the 3. It was Terrence Phillips in the second half, but K.J. Walton, he is a slasher, but right here he shows his three-point ability. He's open, he's catching, his feet are set, he knocks it down. It's great to see, and K.J. Walton's a guy that's going to be asked a lot of this year. He's a freshman, but he's a scorer right here, pulling up off the break. That's contested, too. It's a lot of confidence. It's good to see for a freshman, especially going into the regular season.
Missouri pulled away in the second half and also got a strong conflict against Wofford. 92-53, the Tigers pick up the win in exhibition play. For Jarrett Sutton and our crew, I'm Ben Arnett saying so long. Several players with fine debuts for Missouri in the season opener, including Russell Woods, 9 points for the JUCO transfer, as Missouri wins by 9 over Wofford. Along with former Missouri guard Jarrett Sutton, on Benjamin Kevin Puryear out of Blue Springs in the Kansas City area. He led all Missouri scorers with 20 points in his debut.
He was efficient and a versatile big man, does it all. And right here, I love his patience. This is my favorite play of the game with him. He just stayed patient, went with his left-hand strong hand and finished. But you know, he can shoot the three-point shot. He can take a ball off the dribble. He can shoot 17-foot jump shots, and just always chasing after the ball, whether it's on offense, on defense. He does a great job of making himself available right there to Terrence Phillips with a jam.
He also had 5 rebounds and 18 points for Naaman Wright off the bench. A big contribution. He started a lot of games at Shore Sunday here at Mizzou Arena. The Tigers are 1-0 as they take their season opener on Friday night over Wofford, 83-74.
Loss. It was 27 points to Kansas State, but head coach Bobby Collins said it was an 11-point game with about 6 minutes left. Phillips, Wright, Clark.
The squad is hungry to be good and not worried about the veteran players ahead of them. They want to play fast, they want to get good shots. And has been solid. He'll always say, we need to be this year to get better than last year. If we're mentally tougher, it'll cut down some of our mistakes.
You see Puryear. Don't reckon he got out any Sun Bowl tapes up there.
State, they'll play Maryland, they'll play Michigan State. They are not afraid to go into any building.
How about that?
See if they can play.
How about that?
4 victories in the year prior when he got there. Tough scheduler, tough team. He wants them to get ready for the MEAC. They're picked 4th.
The lean, the approach this team has taken. And that's a pretty catch and shoot. Again.
Holds the ball, bounces to Puryear. Left block extended. To the baseline. Left-hander from 10 knocks it down. Left side Clark, short corner left wing Rosberg in the paint for Puryear, high arcing 8-footer goes down.
Kevin Puryear does a real good job too of moving without the ball and finding the open spot on the floor.
He interchanges with Clark. Clark bounces right wing Phillips, steps into a 3 and makes it.
Well, Wes Clark and Terrence Phillips can play a little two-man back.
Good weak side help.
Really impressed with that young man.
I am too. I just. Some people have different qualities of one of the shooter hands. You allowed the officials to do it.
Puryear got free inside.
It's a good body for a freshman, isn't it? Quite a variety of different people that went in. Kind of fun.
Joe Castiglione.
Yeah, Joe came up, had a huge win last night against Baylor. Adjustment.
His basketball knowledge, Johnny, I mean, there's just no question.
Yeah.
But I've been really impressed with his demeanor.
Competitive. It's not easy to hide how you really feel.
Right.
He does it well.
Maryland Eastern Shore stays in the zone. Walton may have had a shot, but kicked it out and got his partner a triple.
Bright lights are on. Things are starting. This kid can really be a good player. Coaches talked a lot about him when I came over.
Freshman from Brownsburg, Indiana. Averaged 19 points, 5 boards. Approached the midway point of the second half. Cut off from penetration. There's a guy that can shoot him out of his own.
Has great range.
Dino thought he got hit. Here's Isabel.
He's been on a defensive end, but finally, the ball's moving. Shooters, Van Leer knocks one in as a bomb. Active on a defensive end, and the next thing you know, they've stretched this game out on Isabel's bucket to be up 10.
Boy, that kid
Changed the game.
made a huge difference with his penetration.
Yeah, the penetration and kick, the penetration and dish again, and then this time all by himself. That's difficult. High degree of difficulty to finish.
John, you saw
17 minutes in the home opener against Wofford, had 6 points.
Tonight. 1 of 2 from the field.
Stops, and B, how do we make buckets when it's tough? How do you get stops? You can have team guys get stops. You're right, you can
pick up for that club. Walton got Phillips a good look.
Good shot, but it's all.
Was impressive about Walton on that last possession, John. As he got that ball over the corner. He could have very easily made a move to the basket.
Most kids would have taken now his junior season.
Purrier actually got a pretty nice spell on the shot clock at 5. Boy, they never closed out on Phillips. And that bucket's going to count.
Not exactly, but in rhythm. Didn't close out. You're right. Shot clock's going down. A hand up is okay, but you need to get to the shot line or at least make an attempt so that it's not just a jump shot.
And that's because he was shoved. So potentially a 5-point trip for the Tigers. Had a lot of energy in the early part of this game. Got some talent. Basketball IQ is awfully good.
Out on the floor, who handles the ball, who runs stuff. I think Phillips is very good, even though only a freshman. I really like it.
How about that heads-up play?
Yep.
This would be a little bit like it's all about me, and he's not like that either.
No, he's not like that either.
Clark knocks it home.
I talked to Horn.
Guy like that's going to open up more opportunities.
And then Hornsby also said, and oh, by the way, I'm shooting it better.
That they scored the other night. But Kim Anderson can certainly take solace in the fact that they've gone 83-73 in their first 2 games, and they've won both of them. And in terms of this Missouri team, Purrier, a freshman, playing like an upperclassman.
You know, Purrier had the big night on Friday night, 20 points. First half, 10 points, only a couple buckets in the second half. But seems to do everything. We talked about it. He's solid, could shoot it. He's physical enough inside to defend. Runs the floor well. Again, only a freshman. He's going to get bigger and stronger. And then Wes Clark really has the most leadership back and is now in his junior season. Capable of making shots, capable of being a good ball handler, capable of doing the things that Kim Anderson needs him to do to be a leader on the team. But that doesn't have to be the leader.
Your leader, their leading returning scorer. Reynolds to jump it up against Gant. And off we go as Xavier starting with it. Trying to start the season 2-0. Phillips for 3. Knocked down 3 of them in the win against Maryland Eastern Shore on Sunday. And begins the scoring with a triple tonight. Chris Abel. Shot clock winding down. Damon Wright gets inside and rolls it in.
You've seen it now a few times. He says has to be the leader. Stainbrook gone, Davis, the other Davis gone. Who's it going to be? It's got to be Miles.
Wes Clark with a strong take and draws the foul on Remy Abel.
That I think this team has on the perimeters, not scoring but defense, moving their feet, finding the quickness to be able to defend out there. And really the one guy I think is
Wes Clark 1-on-3, lays it off, and Purrier finishes with a foul. JP McCura gets West.
You love seeing your big guys get out and run with the guards there, lagging behind. Great catch, finishing strong.
More for this team through 2 games. At 20 in the opener against Wofford, then 13 on Sunday. Comes from Clark and forces the steal from Van Leer. That snaps a 9-0 Xavier run.
Composure has to be. You know, he says, they passed me up 3 times, got into a pretty good groove at the D2 level, then they say, hey, how about coming back home and go?
Hey, down here now, we got to sprint back, get out, and stop the ball. And then
Talking about blocking out and getting back on defense.
I love how he lets them know what needs to be done, and then he tells them, we're all right. You know, when you're dealing with a young team, they need to hear these play, but still, you're on the road. You have 5 sophomores, 5 freshmen. You got to keep them calm.
Wes Clark, one of their own, comes up with a steal, pushes for Missouri, ahead to Isabella, just midair and finishes. Must be because he's from C. Clark drives against Davis, fades and hits, and brings Mizzou back to within 1.
Light of what's going on at Missouri in this basketball program, Tim Anderson he's the guy. I mean, I don't care what level you win. He's got some youthful guards, guys who like each other, and more importantly, they like playing together. This team, you need luck as a coach in college basketball, but scouting these players and what he told his guys, it's happening. That's what's got Missouri looking strong to settle for that shot. Just what Chris Mack told us they didn't shoot around.
Wes Clark buries a jumper right at Miles Davis. Reynolds hedges on Walton with 10 to shoot. A pull-up. Got it.
Boy, what a beautiful play. Just talked about it.
Courier against Reynolds. Nice drop step. And the finish with a foul.
It was a good job. Defensively, Furrier, a lot of credit. This is the second time where Reynolds has gone for the steal. The first play of the game, he got the block. After he's been great players and leadership with players, the way you do that is when you're struggling at one end, good spot, take good shots, take care of the basketball going into half.
David Wright switches hands, rolls it in, and heads to the line.
Dribble. Damon Wright, look at that. Blew it, puts his body in, hand straight in the right place at the right time.
5 for him.
Yeah. 8. You don't want to have to find out, but when you're in some foul trouble,
yeah,
it forces you to.
10 as Isabel controls, and they spread the floor. 5. Isabel off the glass and good to bring this first half to a close.
How about the composure late?
Break will send you to Philly. Rob Stone, Steve Lavin will get you ready for Nebraska, Villanova. Gus and Raft on the call in that one. We'll also update you on college hoops across the country. 16s in the last 8 years in Xavier. Kevin Courier against Reynolds, able to finish, and their leading scorer on the season. Now with 8, tied for the team lead tonight.
Tough right now, easy one for him, bringing James Farr off the bench.
A total of 13 minutes of action. And he's picked up 3 fouls, now taking a seat. Courier makes both, and it's back to a 2-point game.
And he was under the basket pretty deep.
Wes Clark jacks one up, but the difference in this one and the others that you didn't like is this one went in.
Easy shot, doesn't really get up off of his feet. He kind of surprises you with it.
Isabel into double figures and a shot that Missouri needed.
Love it. Scored 47 points in high school. Proud of all my Seattle born players. There's a terrific move. Yeah, that's what
Isabel working against Remy Abel. Finds Van Leer. Knocks down the 3.
What a look. Isabel slipping, kept his feet.
Van Leer showing the versatility of his game. Getting inside. Wild shot somehow goes. Lucky?
Lucky they didn't call the trips. And hours of tape. Players, it's not just about scoring baskets. It's about knowing personnel. It's about knowing what a guy likes to do and what he doesn't like to do.
Clark pushes it the other way. Van Leer buries a 3.
And look where that shot clock was at. There wasn't but 4 or 5 seconds off of it.
Right with the cross court. Van Leer hits again. Keeping Missouri in this game single-handedly at this point.
Going to be a special one. Shooting with that confidence.
50 of Missouri's 60 points tonight have come from underclassmen, freshmen and sophomores.
Now that play right there by Wes Clark, that's how they have to. Courier
through far.
He's going to be a talent. Great recognition. You know Favre's in foul trouble. Don't.
As soon as we finish. Emerged as a potential second option inside for the Musketeers. Walton, nice athleticism to swoop in and make it in. This Missouri team, meanwhile,
they're young. They're going to take their lumps, but they got a good guy at the helm for Missouri.
So that does it. 78.
Rosberg, Deaver wing right for Clark. Now right baseline. Rosberg to the block. Turns baseline. Leans in. Reverse layup. Good. Missouri takes the 2-0 lead. Phillips in the front court. Middle of the floor. Isabel to come in next dead ball. Right side. Naaman right. Jab step. Now a three. Bang.
Boy, Naaman Wright's stroke, when he gets right to the three-point line, he can knock it in. That's 9 unanswered for the Tigers.
On the baseline, goes off of Woods. Woods gets it back. Isabel top of the key. Right wing, Cullen Van Leer, an open three. He buried it. Missouri leads it 16-2. Caught left side of the key. Rosberg right side for Purrier. Right wing now for Phillips. Block right. Rosberg lays it up and in.
That's a nice job by Kevin Purrier, setting a good pick, and Ryan Rosberg moving without the basketball.
Left wing, Hartwick, another 17-footer, misses. Rebound Purrier. Missouri leading 29-12 as Wright comes into the front court. Wright drives into the paint. Scoop it. Reverse good.
That's a big-time shot by Naaman Wright.
Drives it. Now cut off and throws it to Isabel with 7 on the shot clock. Right side of the lane with the drive against Downs. Throws it high off the glass, and it goes down, and he gets fouled with 1:29 to play in the half. Throws it outside to Isabel, and they reset. Isabel misses Purrier inside. Had his man sealed. 6 on the shot clock. Instead opts for a 3 and makes it. On a weave for Phillips, who's back in. To the top of the key, bounce into the paint for Woods. One's bounce middle, gets the left side to that left hand. Jammed down by Kevin Purrier.
Yeah, no opposition at all by Arkansas State. They're not even thinking about blocking out.
Phillips to Russ Woods for the jam from the left side. Phillips to the right side, hands to Van Leer. Comes to the top of the key behind Woods. Gets left side of the lane to the block. Flips it up, jammed down by Woods. 4-possession game. It can become a 3-possession game here. Right side, here comes a 3 from Carter. Bangs it home, and like that, Arkansas State's down by 5. 70-66 with 4:40 to play. Rosberg, left sideline, Naaman Wright. Quick 3, makes it and gets fouled with 4.5 to play. Thomas, left wing, DeRay. For Livingston on the block, hard to the glass, throws a right side, intercepted Phillips. Throw it ahead for Wright, chased by DeRay to the rim. Finger roll good.
Stop and a score off transition. That's exactly what Missouri needed.
6 consecutive points by Naaman Wright, and John Brady takes a timeout with 4:13 to play. Missouri leads it 70.
Solid all-around effort by the Missouri Tigers. They started well and they finished well in a 78-71 win over Northern Illinois. And Northern Illinois kind of went back and forth beginning of the second half, and then an 8-0 run by the Tigers, which was spurred by defense.
Yeah, and Terrence Phillips right there, he had 5 turnovers in the first half, but he was so much better in the second half. Really let the game come to him. And Ja'Keenan Gant, such a great night. Confidence was back. He right there attacking the rim, gets the and one, really played well. And Tremaine Isabel, what a great pass right there to find the shooter, Colin Van Leer. That was a big shot on that run. Missouri really did a nice job of taking what the defense get them. They did a lot of ball screens, a lot of side ball screens. Right there, big 3-point shot from Naaman Wright. And Kevin Purrier was fantastic. 17 points, freshman footwork, showed a little bit of everything tonight.
Those 17 points led the way for Missouri. 10 different Tigers scored, 4 Tigers in double figures.
Reverse to the left side, taken by Phillips. Missed Rosberg inside. Right side of the key, right baseline. Driving his Purrier. Cut off in the paint. Turns, right hand jump hook good.
Well, he's been working on that in practice. If he can get that shot down with his strong left hand, he's going to be a terrific offensive threat.
High above his head, looking inside. Top of the key for Phillips. Quick 3, made another one. He splashed home a couple in a row. Missouri leads it 10-9. Quickly the other way comes Hollins, throws it outside Smallwood. Now to Reed. Reed had it taken away, picked up by Woods. Ahead now for Walton. Right side of the lane into the paint, lays it up and in. He scored 4 in a row. Missouri leads it 16-14. Facing up with the dribble. Drives to the right elbow, looks, bounces to Woods on the blocker, lays it up and in.
And that's the right angle, and that's the right pass.
Left elbow for Purrier. Purrier pivots, throws it outside Phillips, right side of the key, deep 3. He's made 3 tonight. Missouri leads by 10. Baseline, Purrier, jab step, now drives around Meyer, goes reverse, missed it, jammed down by Ja'Keenan Gant.
Foul the ball to the rim, young man. Use your athleticism.
Patterson to the right wing, back to White, right side of the key. Ball fake, dumps it inside, deflected, picked up by Missouri's Clark. Ahead for Purrier in front of the pack, lays it up and in.
Yep, Kevin Purrier running in front of the rim. Points off turnovers.
Behind a Woods pick, comes outside with the left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Bounce it back into Woods. In the paint, left-hand jump hook, good. Good entry by Van Leer. Walton to the top of the key. Good show by White. Left sideline for Phillips. Phillips left baseline. Walton a quick three that splashes home. 14 on the shot clock. Clark top of the key. Motors left elbow spins into the paint. Left baseline Purrier 16-footer makes it. Rims home.
Well, Kevin Purrier will take big shots and he'll make big shots.
50, 61, 54. Right baseline Purrier drives it with the left hand, gets into the paint, makes it with the left hand jump hook.
Well, Kevin Purrier just kind of single-handedly taking this game on his shoulders.
Missed it. They trail by 8 with 4:08 to go. Now Patterson turns it over. Picked up by Phillips. A runoff for Terrence. Lays it up and in. Missouri wins 85-78. Tigers have won 3 straight with a trip to Arizona coming up. Isabel with 9 on the shot clock. Right side Phillips with 7. Phillips drives baseline around Martin. Left side of the key Isabel, a 3 over Barber. Splashed it home. Missouri takes a 7-2 lead. Right side of the key taken by Walton. To the top of the key. Left wing Van Leer, a 3 on the way. And the sharpshooter from Pacific knocks down the bomb. Left side of the elbow taken by Gant. 5 on the shot clock. Throws it right elbow Woods. Right wing Van Leer. 1 bounce, a 3. Made it right as the shot clock expired. His second 3 of the game, and Mizzou leads by 10. Inside the arc, right baseline. Freeman misses. Rebound off of Purrier. Saved by Wright to Phillips. Running right to left in the front court with 7.5 to play. Phillips, left side of the lane. Scoops it up off the glass and in.
Barber didn't want to pick up that foul. Good job by Terrence Phillips. Realized that he could get all the way to the rim.
Dribbles to the elbow. Hands outside Isabel to the right block. Dumps it inside to the cutter Walton. Hands to Woods, and he jams it down in Missouri. Opens up a 26-22 lead. 4 on the shot clock. Around Woods to the elbow. 15-footer. Missed it. Rebound off of Isabel. Yanked down by Gant. Throws it ahead to Missouri's Walton. Will drive left side. Scoop it for Woods. Jams it. And Missouri opens up a 2-point lead at 28-26. Barber behind the 3-point line with 2. Pull back 3. Made it. NC State heads to the locker room with a 29-28 lead.
Kent Barber's too good. Unbelievable. 19 first half points by Kent Barber.
Shot clock at 18 with 6.5 to play. 16.5 to play. Clark drives. Right elbow. 15-footer. Good.
Nice job by Wes Clark. Man, we can kind of get him going now, but we've got to get stops.
Abu right side of the lane to the right block at the baseline. Fade away. Missed it. Tapped out by Martin. Run down by Barber. Barber drives left side of the lane. Pulls up from 10. Good. He's got 23. Right sideline. Walton runs. Missouri down 11. Walton into the paint with the drive. Left hand scoops it up off the glass and in.
Yeah, KJ Walton realized Barber didn't want to pick up that foul.
Phillips. Barber gets it back. Dribbles to the left wing. Top of the key. Rowan an open 3. He buried it, and NC State leads it. 57-42. NC State's going to go to 8-3. Missouri's going to fall to 5-5 with a trip to St. Louis coming up on Wednesday for the annual game against Illinois.
Difficult in modern basketball. You know, picking pops all sides of the floor. Really good. Really good by Purrier. He went to the basket when Rosberg was being. He's not a guy that can stretch for. He is a stretch for him. He's not a shooting stretch for him.
Nice reverse by Rosberg as he spun away.
Time next year, these guys look totally different.
A little zone shown now by the Illini. Clark tries to shoot over it and buries a 3, and that gives Mizzou the lead.
That wasn't much off how he started. I think he and the Golden State Warriors, they are the face of the NBA.
Fadeaway goes down for Terrence Phillips, who's also a freshman. As through traffic and off the window.
Wow, that was pretty good. That's a guy that knows how to play in traffic, and that's a heck of a skill to have. Woods well for Hill. And I mentioned earlier with Hill that Missouri had gone too far. They went too far that time on none.
Woods in the post again.
Hey, he is just taking the freshman.
KJ Walton with a spin move and a finger roll. How pretty was that?
Oh, KJ Walton, Brownsburg. Look at this. This is pretty good by the freshman. A little spin around the entire Illinois defense. But on the other end.
Back to Purrier. Thought about it from the corner. Instead drives it across the lane and scores.
See, that's what he is. He's not a deep post guy because he doesn't have.
Phillips finds Purrier. And he'll go to the line as he takes the bump from Maverick Morgan. A chance for a 3-point play for Purrier.
Boy, was that nice. Terrence Phillips. This is pretty good. Purrier, see, sets a screen, slips it. Morgan's late. Purrier keeps his chin on the rim and lets everybody know he's been.
And Orange now on their feet. Clark answers.
answers. There's a mid-range jumper.
Clark is a guy that averaged 11.5 through the first 7 SEC games last year. Guys out there that it's holiday time, and usually we have the cheesy mid-season reports and the cheesy all-something team. He's my all-blue team. He's my all-underappreciated. Put Melk's record at Oak Hill.
Offensive rebound off the miss as K.J. Walton snuck inside.
Yeah, K.J. Walton is a tough kid. He was in not doing it again. There you go. Time's running out. Sure, it can run out, but it's going to run out a lot quicker if you make turnovers. Get a good shot every possession. Yes, Coleman Lands is a big-time recruit out of Indiana from the time he was in 9th grade.
I guess all these years, if you're
many great basketball towns all across the state. Springfield, Illinois is a fantastic. Peoria has put so many kids. Now I'm guaranteeing you can shoot it.
Nice shot from Clark.
Fish in a barrel.
Clark pulls up. Yes.
He's the one guy can go get his. You know, he is a.
Keenan Gant hits a long jumper.
Now that'll help you not give up if you can make some baskets. But that last possession was unacceptable.
Clark crossing over, kicks it to the corner to Gant. Yes. It's a long 2, cuts the lead to 12.
You see, Clark is a guy who can go beat his own guy. He drew Melk.
Woods over Morgan. Yes. The lead down to 10.
Well, that's a heck of a move by Woods because Morgan is long, and Morgan, bigger, stronger, statement. Had 2 good looks at it. The ball was delivered late. Van Leer, their best shooter.
Clark, late clock, rainbow 3 goes down, and the lead down to 7. 15 for Wes Clark.
Bad as it has gone offensively for Illinois, I'm not sure John Gross can afford to do that. If you're Illinois player.
Well, again, if you're John Gross and you take Malcolm Hill off the floor, you are taking a player that leads your team in points, rebounds, assists, block, turnovers better than their opponent. And here they are with a 7-point lead.
Bob, they should. They're playing with all guards, basically, except for Maverick Morgan.
Courier, finally a move with authority from the freshman who averages 12 a game.
He just went down on the ball.
Stolen away by Clark. Numbers for Missouri. Clark attacks, hands it off for the throwdown by Gant.
See, Phillips has been sitting.
But none will shoot when we come back. Mizzou might have enough deep offense if they keep getting shots like that. Game from the jump as he returned from that injury. Clark hits a rainbow 3 to keep Missouri's hopes alive with 3 minutes to go.
John Gross trying everything.
Nice pass from Woods to Gant.
Really nice. Really nice. Double came. Gant found the open spot. Woods went underneath the defense. He was hoping. I thought he was going to lift up.
Instead, it's Phillips. Hits a 3. Cuts the lead in half. That's the first 3 made by a Mizzou Tiger not named Wes Clark. In half alone, and how at times he has carried Missouri. Again, he's got 18, and no other Tiger is in double figures.
Well, Bob, we do enough games, and you fans out there watching enough, it just takes one guy to get going. You know, they were dead in the water, down 20. Defense was really soft, and Gant got a couple buckets, and then all of a sudden Clark started heating up, and now we're looking at a 1-possession game.
For Wes Clark, the 8th team foul on Illinois. 19 in the game for Wes Clark. Courier for 3. Yes.
Man.
The final timeout, down 5. Clark needs to put one up. He'll drive and score. 9 seconds to go. The lead down to 3.
Illinois goes 2-3 zone. Right side, Clark. Between the circles, left side for right. Back to Clark, right side of the key. Left side of the key, Phillips. Back to Clark. Toe raise 3. Made it. Missouri leads it by the score of 7-6. Phillips to the right side of the court. Behind a Gant pick, throws it left wing Van Leer. Block left Woods, turns baseline against Fenke, cut off. Now muscles it up and in. And Missouri takes an 11-6 advantage.
Illinois is coming down. They're firing the threes. Missouri's coming down, showing a little bit better patience, getting that ball inside to Russell Woods.
Trying to direct traffic. Throws it outside for Purrier, who's back in. Left sideline taken by Walton. Drives to the left wing, spinning at the block, scoops it up and in.
That's the way KJ Walton can help this team. He's a driver and he can finish strong at the rim.
Left wing taken by Malcolm Hill. Drives left baseline to the rim. Hanging, draws the foul and knocks it down. KJ Walton picks up the personal. Malcolm Hill, the Fairview Heights native, ties it at 15. Right baseline for Purrier. Drives it left hand into the paint. A runner scoops it up and in.
That's Kevin Purrier playing the right way.
Illinois leads at 41-27 at the half. Lewis to the right side of the court towards the wing. Comes back outside, throws it left side. Nunn, deep three, bang. He buried it. Illinois leads by 20. Missouri resets with 12 on the shot clock. Clark right side of the key. Crossover gets to the right baseline. A fade away from 10. Good.
Yeah, Wes Clark having a good ball game for Missouri.
Outside for Isabel. Right side Clark. Deep three from the right side. Good. He buried it, and Missouri cuts the lead to 7.
That's a 13-0 run, and Missouri's not done yet.
Clark, left wing for Walton. Block left for Purrier against Hill. Turns, puts it up. Left hand good off the glass.
Yeah, Kevin Purrier really going to work.
Nunn comes to the ball. They throw it right to Clark of Missouri. Clark with two Illinois players back. Throws it left side. Gant for the jam. He windmilled it, and Missouri cuts the lead to 55-49. 20 on the shot clock with 1 minute to play in the game. A three by Phillips splashes home, and Kim Anderson takes a timeout. Illinois leads by 7. Left side of the key, Purrier a three, made it. Kevin Purrier connects, and Kim Anderson takes a timeout with 18.9 to play. Left side, Phillips, one bounce. Here comes a three, left side, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Illinois. The Illini win it. The Illinois has won 5 consecutive games and 3 straight here in the bragging rights.
From buses to planes to hotels and meals, no detail goes unplanned when you're traveling with Mizzou Hoops.
It's pretty in-depth, especially when you have a party with the travel size that we do. We travel with roughly 30. I don't see how football does it, to be honest with you. But there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of planning just to make sure that everything is orchestrated correctly and on time.
In his first season as Director of Operations, Paul Rohrvig is in charge of organizing and booking the team's travel for all 14 of their road trips, and it's no easy task.
There's a lot of detail that goes into it, a lot of making sure everybody is where they're supposed to be, making sure everybody's on the bus when they're supposed to be on the bus, making sure everybody knows what time meals are, making sure we know what time practice are, making sure the bus is where it's supposed to be when it's supposed to be there.
It's a long day, I'll tell you that much, especially when we have practice before we have to leave. But the days we have practice before we have to leave, we have practice, and we go back, we shower, we get our travel suits on, and we have sailing so we get on the bus. We get to the airport, we get on the plane, and we get to where we have to go. We get off the bus, and we get there. We have team dinner, and we go over our reports one more time. We discuss our game plan, and we kind of just call it a night.
Game days are no different, and every minute is scheduled out to a T.
Wake up Saturday morning, have breakfast, have another shoot around, and then after that is more film and any, prior engagements, whether it's school or something. And then get ready to play a game, and then immediately after the game come home, regardless of what time it was. Like the other night we got back at 2 a.m. or whatever it was, so it's difficult.
But as Mizzou Hoops learned on their recent trip to Arizona, not everything goes according to plan, and sometimes you just have to wing it.
Me and stuck in the airport, we couldn't get to McHale Center to have practice, so we had to find a way to go through our stuff, and that involved putting tape down in a hanger. We just have to find a way to be better, find a way to be great, and just battle through adversity as a team like that.
Team bonding off the court, that helps them on. For This Week in Mizzou Basketball, I'm Lauren Holman.
A road-weary Arkansas Pine Bluff team came to Mizzou Arena having played each of their games this season away from home. Tigers pounced on the Lions early.
Alley-oop backside for Walton, tips it up and in. Clark comes, crossover to the right elbow, throws it left side, Purrier lays it up and in.
Well, it's a nice shot by Wes Clark, waiting for this big teammate freshman to clear the spot.
Rebound Phillips into the front court.
Missouri runs in transition, and there's Jacqueline Gant.
Slams it home off the nice feed from Phillips. Missouri leads it 18-8. Cunningham right side lane, scoop it to Whiting to the rim. Had it blocked by 2 defenders. Walton throws ahead to Phillips left side. In the paint, Rosberg running to the rim. He jams it and gets fouled.
And a good pass from Terrence Phillips. And how about Ryan Rosberg showing some bounce?
Up big late in the first half, Wes Clark caught fire from the outside.
26-8 Mizzou. 5:10 to play in the half. Clark high steps into the front court. Toe raise 3 off the bounce goes down. Woods in the paint, pivots left wing for Clark. Open 3. Buried it. He's made consecutive bombs. Missouri 32. Arkansas Pine Bluff 8.
Wes Clark, he's 3 for 3.
Great extra pass from Naaman Wright. Self-push play, Wes Clark, feeder set, and he's shooting with confidence.
A trio of trifectas from Clark pushed the Tiger lead to 39-12 at the half. And in the second half, Mizzou owned the paint.
Top of the key for Phillips to the left elbow. Jump stop in the paint. Dump it baseline for Woods. He slams it and gets fouled.
That's a real nice offensive possession. All 5 players touch the ball that time. You move good without the ball, and then Russell Woods does what he does best. Just go block the block, let your teammate find you, and dunk the ball.
Right elbow for Purrier. Faces up, drives it to the left side. He jams it down with 2 hands. Left side intercepted by Wright. A run out for Naaman to the rim. Jumps up and jams it down with 2 hands. Right between the circles to the top of the key. Drives now with the long stride. No look pass. Slammed down by Allen. 57-18 Missouri. Cox runs away. Now bouncing. Intercepted by Purrier. Run out.
Purrier on the move. Took up a lot of ground there. 1-2 dribbles and a dunk.
Walk-on checks in his game for Missouri and Wolf.
Left block. Wolf. Jump hook good. Cox into the paint. Blocked out of bounds. Saved by Van Leer. Ahead. Allen in front of the pack to the rim. 78-25. That's the final score here at Mizzou Arena.
Mizzou closed out non-conference play in a big way with a quick lead against Savannah State and never looked back.
Now bounces to Rosberg on the right block. Guarded by Kilo. Gets into the paint. Head and shoulder fake. Knifes his way in. Puts it off the glass and in.
Yeah, if Ryan Rosberg just takes his time, he could have a field day.
Phillips on the left wing. Guarded by Pearson. In the paint. Woods jams it.
No defense, no resistance at all that possession.
With Mizzou ahead double digits, Wes Clark expanded the lead as he hit double figures in scoring. 3rd consecutive game.
Phillips behind a pick from Purrier. Left wing Clark drives baseline to the block, puts it up and in off the front of the rim.
Missouri having their way on the offensive end. Really, anything Missouri wants to run offensively is working.
32-19, less than 5 to play in the first half.
Clark with 10 points to lead all scorers. He's going to try to take it himself. And ends the first half with points 11 and 12. The junior from Detroit, Michigan, perfect from the field, 5 for 5.
Missouri 41, Savannah State 25 at the break.
Mizzou gave Savannah State more of the same in the second half as Clark closed in on a career high.
Stripped away, picked up by Walton, throws to Woods on the left side. Woods to Clark, right side of the basket, lays it up and in.
Little 7-0 run by Missouri to start second half. Very, very little resistance by Savannah State. Tigers now up 23.
Another block by Wes Clark. I think that's the second of the game. Missouri runs in transition, and that's a career high for the junior from Detroit, Michigan.
And what a way to do it. Get the steal the block shot and dunk the basketball at the other end and get your career high. Wes Clark did a little bit of everything today.
Mizzou smothered Savannah State the rest of the way, improving to 7-1 at home this season. The start of SEC play took the Tigers on the road to Georgia. The Tigers fell behind the Bulldogs 10-0 in the early going, but Mizzou battled back.
Left to right in the front court, left wing, driving his name and right, reverse layup, good. Left side of the key, Rosberg, left wing away from the arc, Isabel. Splits the double team, gets to the free throw line, 15-footer, banked it home. Missouri cuts the lead to 5 on the bank shot from the free throw line by Tremaine Isabel. Right wing, Naaman Wright, jumps up, top of the key, Phillips, left wing, Clark, hierarchy, three-pointers, good. Clark connects, Missouri cuts the lead to 24-15.
Mizzou hung in after its slow start and eventually cut the lead down to single digits.
Looks inside, left elbow, back of the basket. Gant, flare cut for Clark, throws it in on the right wing, drives baseline, lays it up and in. Left block, Purrier faces up over Kessler, knocks it down from 10.
Yeah, Kevin Purrier, much better player against Kessler, no question about it. So you want to get Purrier some catches.
2:27 to play in the half. Bulldogs by 12. Isabel behind a Purrier pick, and Allen pick to the top of the key, bouncing on the baseline. Purrier head and shoulder fake, lays it up and in. What a pretty feed by Tremaine Isabel.
In the second half, Georgia built a big. Tiger freshman Kevin Purrier had one of his best days in a Mizzou uniform.
Isabel to the free throw line, runner off the glass, missed it, tipped up and in by Purrier, who's got 10 tonight. Right on the left side to the free throw line, left baseline. Purrier head and shoulder fake, put it up and in over the top of Maiden. Phillips on the right wing. Top of the key, Van Leer, quick three, goes down over Gino. Missouri falls to 7-7 and 0-1 in conference play, with Auburn coming up at Mizzou Arena on Saturday night.
Lastly, the Tigers took some time to hone their other athletic abilities.
You're always talking about how physical, how tough, how you're really good at some other things. So today, we're going to go down to Thoreau Field and play some football. Hey! Go, football on three. 1, 2, 3. Football!
I think it was just a lot of fun. You know, we just competed like, you know, it was basketball, and just got on the field and just, you know, sweated just like it was on the court.
I think it's good. I think it's good to do some different things, and it's good to kind of let them expand themselves and get around, you know, some different guys in a different setting.
I think they help a lot. You know, you get to see everybody, how everybody reacts to the different sport, and how everybody, you know, plays together, and you know how we got to work together to, you know, win. Because, you know, we're not, even though it's football, no one out there was trying to lose. You know, so that was fun.
Those sandwiches.
I don't know if he might need the whole bunch of cash. Syrian Bowers, I mean, he has lost 30 pounds, but he looks like a guy.
Section here at Missouri. You never know who's going to show up. Is that? That's Bruce Pearl with the throw.
Point line, which has been huge for what their attack, coupled with Canty there in the backcourt. Nice move there.
4 3-pointers a game, ranking him second in collegiate basketball. Here's Gant with a long jab.
Jaquina around, running, try to find a way to run into guys, because it's technical then if you make contact.
That'll teach him to back up a little bit. So you tune in Monday at 8:30 on ESPN, also streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app. Great hustle by Phillips, the lob, and a great finish at the other end by KJ Walton.
Nice play from Walton.
And a 3 freshmen starting for Missouri. Coach, pretty good 3-point shooter, ties the game at 15.
All up in his grip. I mean, it wasn't like it was easy, and it was just a phenomenal.
And Lear with the drive, tipped up and in. Good follow. Bowers having a tough time trying to finish. Phillips kicks it out to Van Leer. Highlight time.
How about the energy? I mean, wow. Play. Shamsa Dean is not going to come back. New Williams probably not going to come back. And it's been an issue for the backcourt because he only has 3 scholarship guards. And when one of those guards gets into foul trouble.
Missouri Tigers doing all this with Wes Clark on the bench. All of that, too. Boy, Allen is coming to the
defensively. They were strong defensively, and he's just steadily built that program to now in the 4th season. I mean, he has 15 wins.
Coached at Northeastern, Kansas State. We got that thing in South Carolina going. A long 3 ball by Purrier. Didn't know he could do that. Right hands it off to Isabel. Jermaine Isabel from deep. Wow, fall back.
I mean, Tremaine Isabel pulls a Kareem Canty on Kareem Canty.
You got to have a world-class scowl if you're going to make those kind of shots.
You know, this bench group for Mizzou has changed this game, and it's not been 5 bench. Van Leer's given them good production. D'Angelo Allen has come in with energy. I mean, they have been the difference. The game has changed when the Mizzou bench got it.
The junior from Harlem, New York.
Well, what you got to say to yourself is the night.
Spurrier inside. Nice hesitation. He hung, and he got ripped. Picked his pocket, didn't leave him any change. The floater comes up short as Bryce Brown misses. And that's the end of the first half. Missouri leading by 15. Isabel giving his team a spark off the bench. They need a win. I'm back in the studio.
As you're starting to look for opportunities to put him back in, the other guards were playing so well, and they were going on a run, and you don't really want to disrupt that. So I'm guessing that group on the floor was performing and stretching out this lead.
Carroll over the last 4 games, he's averaged 17.
He's a game with some interior presence. When you say interior presence, it means the ball needs to touch the paint. And I think that they did that the first play of the game, and they really got away from that the better part of the first half. You are more fan. When you're attacking, it's usually a big that's coming over. The big is that secondary defender, as we saw that. If you...
His feet lined up pretty well, and he knocks it down.
I can always see... The thing about posting, they're open and they're posting up and they want the ball, their eyes get big. If they're about to try something crazy, their eyes get big, that's when you run over and take it.
Or more. Clark into the corner right with the corner 3. Butter. Aiming right. Wes Clark from downtown, that high arcing 3. He knew that was it.
Need to play through right now because he's got it going a little bit.
Tough move inside and a finish by Russell Woods.
Centered on the perimeter players for this Auburn team. And you talk about their starting point guard going out, Todd Shamsuddin. And so you don't have the point guard. And then you've got the other issues with the injuries. You've got
on the board right now, on the floor like that at the line. Long jumper by Isabel, rattles home. He used all of the iron. Here's Isabel, a quick run on pushing tempo. Good feed to Allen. Got
it. Site East Lansing and Denzel Valentine should be back.
We saw some of those big ones giving the Missouri Tigers the edge. Spurrier at the free throw line. 81% foul shot.
I think it's more of a feel thing for Bruce Pearl. And if he feels like they're able to maintain cutting into the league, then kind of a weird concept for me to think about being a college player in the age of social media. And you think of...
But nothing lucky. Speaking of luck, about Rosberg inside and the Missouri effort today. It has been another great hustle play. Walton on the move and finishing at the other end.
So lackluster. I mean, there's 3 guys, there's no defenders. And I know it's a turnover, but you can't tell me that that's as hard as...
And almost, 80 points a game, 79 a game. Rosberg on the pick and roll, right to Walton. That's the type of day it's been for Missouri. It's been all good. Even when they're all thumbs, it turns into good fortune. And the bench is kind of... Okay. You mean Christian McCaffrey? Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, I would have voted for Christian.
And what might be characterized as the best win of the season so far for the Missouri Tigers. They're going to win this one 76-61. They move over 500 at 8-7 and even up at 1-1 in conference play. A tough night for Kareem Canty. Meanwhile, Wes Clark didn't play a lot in the first half, but finished strong as they were able to close it out.
The anthracite gray uniforms with old gold and white trim. Georgia in the red uniforms with white and black trim. Reverse it left wing right with 8. Right side of Keith Phillips at 3 with 6. Goes down. 3-0 Missouri on the Phillips 3 ball. Looks inside. Bounces to Purrier. Right block extended. Faces up against Edwards. Drives it into the paint. Put it up left hand good. 7-3 Missouri. Free throw line for Kessler. Back to the basket. Hands to Gino. Stripped by Isabella. Run out for Tremaine. Chased by Gaines. Lays it up good.
That's a nice job by Tremaine Isabel.
Top of the key, Purrier. Reverse it on the left sideline. Taken by Phillips. Right side of the key, right. Catch and shoot 3. Made it. Missouri regains the lead at 15-13. Next dead ball here in the first half is the under 4 timeout. Top of the key, Walton knocked away, taken away by Gaines, a run out. Chased by Walton, he won't catch him. Lays it up and jams it down. 2 players back. Isabel gets to the left side of the lane, blocked by Arden, got it over the top of Gino off the backboard net. 20-19 is the Mizzou lead with 1:10 to play in the half. 10 on the shot clock. Behind Edwards to the top of the key. Gino right wing in the paint for Maiden at the right block, puts it up and in and got fouled. Missouri led by as many as 5 on 3 occasions. Find themselves tied at 22 against the Georgia Bulldogs. Clark between the circles on the right side. Comes right wing against Maiden to the baseline. Hanging, puts it up and it rims home. His first field goal of the night. Edwards reverse it on the left side. Frazier in the paint. Left block. Maiden. Jump hook. Off the glass good. Georgia takes a 26-24 lead. On a curl, Clark to the free throw line. Outside Phillips, a deep 3. Left side of the key. Splashes home in Missouri. Regains the lead at 27-26. Right side of the key, man dribbles free throw line, bounce it on the baseline. Maiden, chin up dunk, throws it down with 2 hands, and Georgia takes a 28-27 lead. Wright drives left side of the lane, dumps it on the baseline. Purrier with the 2-handed slam, ties the game at 31. Right elbow Purrier, left side of the key taken by Clark to the top of the key. Pull back 3, hierarchy shot goes down. Clark with a 3, 34-33 Missouri. Driving quickly the other way, Mann lays it up and in. Right sideline for Gaines, who's back in. Top of the key, Frazier, 3 off the catch, buried it. Georgia 50, Missouri 34, a 17-0 run by the Bulldogs. Right corner for Clark, back to Purrier on the block, guarded by Kessler, turns middle, jump hook good. Yeah. Missouri cuts the lead to 6, and then they survive and beat Missouri 60-57 to pick up their 10th win of the season. Missouri falls to 1-4 in SEC play. To Clark on the right side of the key, block right for Rosberg, left block for Purrier to the rim, he jams it, and Missouri takes a 2-0 lead. Into the front court, left wing for Phillips, an open 3 off the catch. Made it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Missouri takes an 8-6 lead. Moody at the right side of the key. Right wing, Giello. Left-handed 3. Made it. Dwing Van Leer, short corner, Rosberg to the right side. Missed it, jammed down by Purrier. Drives it, gets left side of the lane. In the paint, short corner. Our left wing now, Van Leer splashes home a 3. Moody into the front court to the right side. Bounce it right wing, Brooks. Back to Moody. A deep 3 between the circles, splashes home. 35-30. Ole Miss with a 5-point lead. Left sideline, Phillips left to right in the front court. Slows the pace, rifles it right wing. Clark drives it left hand to the right block. Head and shoulder fake, left wing Phillips, an open 3. He made it, splashed it down. The lead is 4. Right wing right, shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 5. Right side of the key. 3 ball goes down. Missouri takes the lead at 44-43. Good block out by Walton. Phillips for Van Leer, catch and shoot 3. Made it. Missouri's got the lead. Bounces it right side of the key for Wright. Shot clock at 8. Left wing Clark, a 3 off the catch. Made it. Bottom of the net. 57-55 Missouri. Clark behind a Rosberg pick to the right elbow. Left wing Phillips. Shot clock 8. 3 ball rims home. 67-64 Missouri with 2:40 to play. Zoned by Ole Miss, 2-3, right on the left wing. Free throw line, Rosberg, baseline, Purrier, he slams it. A great feed by Rhino. It's 71-66. 1:26 to play, Mizzou by 2. Clark on the oval, Tiger, 10 on the shot clock. High screen from Rosberg to the left side of the key. Clark at the elbow, crossover into the paint, pullback 10-footer. Made it. 73-69 Missouri, a 2-possession game with 1:04 to play. To the left wing, hands to Moody. Around Phillips, gets into the paint. It's almost tied up and a foul call with 13.4 to play. Moody will shoot free throws. Makes the first. Ties the game at 73 for the lead. Rims in. 74-73 Ole Miss. Makes the free throw. It's a 3-point lead with 3.3 to play. Full court pressure by Ole Miss. Purrier to inbound. Looks, holds, gets it into Clark. At 2, Clark to the half-court line. Left wing Van Leer at the buzzer. Missed it. Would not have counted if he made it. Ole Miss hangs on to beat Missouri. 76 just underway. Top of the key for Purrier. Gets to the left side of the lane. A runner off the rim and in. Missouri takes the 2-0 lead. Picked up by the 6'7" Riley Norris. Clark between the circles behind a Rosberg pick to the right elbow. 15-footer off the bounce. Splashes home. Missouri takes a 4-1 lead. Clark behind a Wolf pick. Left sideline Phillips. Left baseline Purrier from 3. Splashes home a 3-point shot. Right side, Clark gets into the paint. Left baseline now for Missouri's Purrier, who knocks down a 10-footer to pull Mizzou within 2. In favor of Alabama, Isabel on the right wing for Missouri. Block right, taken by Rosberg. Up and under move, puts it up and in and ties it. Coleman for the Crimson Tide. Left wing Edwards, a 3 off the catch. Finally made one. Alabama extends the run to 8. Hahn, right block, Kessens in the paint for Jimmy Taylor, who does a chin-up dunk. Guarded by Kessens. Block right for Purrier, guarded by Hall. Turns middle against 2 defenders and knocks down the jump hook.
6'10" and 240 pounds, and somehow no one could see it.
Clark to the left wing inside the arc. Top of the key, Purrier, a 3. Made it. His second 3 of the game. Missouri. Clark weaves his way around Norris to the right side of the lane, loses the ball, picked up by Purrier and jams it down. Phillips in the front court. Crossover takes him to the left elbow into the paint, dumping on the baseline. Rosberg goes reverse, flips it up and in and gets fouled with 15:51 to play. Wolf to the right elbow, hands off to Clark around Kessens, top of the key. Left side of the elbow, spinning in the paint, fade away good. Shot clock. Cullen top of the key, bounces in the paint on the baseline. Purrier went up for the dunk, had it blocked, gets the reverse and flips it up and in off the backboard. Driving Isabel to the right side of the lane, dumps it left block, Rosberg, jump hook good. It's the pace, right wing right, drives it cut off inside the arc, bounces right side of the lane, Rosberg turns middle, knifes his way to the baseline and banks it home. Cullen Van Leer throws ahead to Phillips on the right side. Phillips drives into the paint, right block, Rosberg lays it up and in. Bounces it right side of the key for right. Jab step now drives it into the paint, dumps it on the right block. Caught by Rosberg, goes reverse, flips it up and in. 14, Clark to the right side of the key, to the right elbow, into the paint, a runner. Missed it, tipped up and in by Rosberg. He's got 17. Coleman, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Coleman left elbow, left corner, Riley Norris, wide open 3. Buried it. Alabama 74, Missouri 56. To the top of the key, cut off is Phillips. Crossover takes him left elbow, left corner, Naaman right. Drives baseline, cut off, pullback 16-footer, made it. Clark falls down trying to draw a charge. Schaefer from the left corner, off the side of the backboard, long rebound. Purrier throws it ahead to Isabel in front of the pack. To the rim, lays it up and in. It is 13. Walden drives to the right block, dumps it to Purrier, bounces it up and in. Norris inbound to Coleman, walk with the ball, no call. Off and Norris, ball picked up by Clark. Left side, Isabel lays it up, and it dances home. Missouri cuts the lead to 9 with 42 seconds to play. Both Missouri down 9 with the ball, 32 seconds to play. Isabel in the front court, drives into the paint, high arcing shot, rims home. Alabama hands Missouri its 8th consecutive loss. They led by as many as 24. They win by 9. Alabama goes to 13-9, 4-6 in the league. Missouri falls to 8.
Network men's basketball today, the 11th all-time meeting between the Tennessee Vols and the Missouri Tigers. I'm Matt Stewart.
Opportunity for them on the road to go out and let's see how good they can be.
And really not so good on the road. 1-10 on the road, 1 road victory, that coming at Mississippi State. That was last January. Naaman Wright sinks it from the top of the arc, and Missouri on top by 1.
That's a great such a rebounding standpoint, is to rebound an air ball. You wouldn't think it'd be so hard, but it is.
Rosberg, the senior, banks it in. Rosberg on the finest run.
Good job by Missouri here, spacing the floor, going inside to Rosberg. The post defender was on the high side.
See Rosberg coming off his first career double-double in 120 career games. He announced 8 games ago that the Missouri Tigers would not participate in the SEC tournament. And that's Naaman Wright again, another 3-pointer for Wright, who has scored.
He's a great coach, obviously won over 600 games right now. As you mentioned there, he did, man. He walked into a really difficult situation here. And he's going to get this thing stabilized.
Rosberg banging bodies with Alexander, puts it in with the left hand.
Well, you've already mentioned it.
She is here today, but they are raising awareness for her in the entire team, coaching staff, community, and Missouri has raised and supported Ryan in her battle. She's had 5 chemotherapy treatments already.
Well, you know, man, obviously, I admire toughness. Certainly to attack and battle something like that young lady's going through. You have to have
time and support and energy to helping Ryan in this battle against cancer. As Purrier knocks down the shot, Missouri
her and supporting the team.
Rosberg inside and 1.
third bat.
Up the floor, getting to position. Nice post feed. With a quick, hard spin baseline, got his shoulder squared, the defender behind him. Most important thing, basketball team, both teams right now in attack mode from the offensive side of it. Both teams are trying to change defenses a little bit too. As Rosberg is a new man, where has this guy been? They say big guys don't.
Shooting nearly 60% from the floor this season. He is 4 for 4 today for the Volunteers. Ryan Rosberg, his first 118 games. His career high was 14 points. Well, last Saturday he set a new career high with 17, and then on Wednesday he
home, and their defense just really never kind of got into the game. Here, low down, Missouri, you can't win on the road with just offense. You got to play some defense. You got to rebound. You got to take care of
that. He's off to another poor start here in the first half.
Absolutely. As
Van Leer knocked down the three. That's these two teams meeting for just the 4th time as members of the SEC. Naaman Wright knocked down the big bucket. He had 13. Both games streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app.
Kevin Purdy, the free throw freshman out of Bings for the Missouri Tigers.
Coming off a career-high 22 points last Saturday in their loss at Alabama. Purdy
be doing a little bit more right now at this moment in time. He's good with the ball. Florida, now in the NBA. He has a AU basketball team.
Taking 3 games to get double figures. He's got 10 now today. That's no joke. He was at
getting low post position. Here's him ride the defender up the lane, sealing him off. Nice catch and finish. Here he catches it, feels where the defender is, quickly spins and scores. Now he's putting in counter moves. The big fella throwing a kitchen sink at Tennessee.
John, and you're right. You talked about your experience there at Kentucky, which led to Rick Pitino being hired as the head coach. And so the guys that get penalized are the guys that, you know, were doing the right thing, not the wrong thing.
You know, it flipped up in the air and went down for Bolton.
Wow. Jacqueline Gant with the basket.
That's a big shot in terms of points. But it's going to be a loss because I think Armani Moore now has to go to the bench for the final 2:12. To the last few possessions of the half could be big for both teams.
Isabel, look at the tip in for Walton, who comes flying in. No shoot around at Arkansas last Saturday, and concerned that punter was wearing himself out. As Ross,
you know, we talked about that a little bit with, you know, getting tired. Again, I think it's probably more mental than anything else because when you're not mentally sharp, out of control there, just made a poor decision with the basketball.
Phillips, the runner, off the backboard and then the iron, and that is the end of the half. Ryan Rosberg continues his great run at the end of his career. He has scored 12, Missouri's 38.
Need another fast start.
Per year with 2 on the clock, and the three-pointer bounces around and falls in.
I would like to see Armani Moore go ahead and attack. He had 1-on-1 to post. Go be aggressive.
Puryear tries the other corner, and it does the same thing. Rattles around.
Kevin Punter Jr. be comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Rosberg got stripped. Puryear ends up with it. Gets it back to Rosberg. Reverse layup. Now that's into the second half. Missouri still up 11, and Ryan Rosberg still having a big game. There's 14. Started the game very well, hitting 7 of their first 9 shots, and they've been in control. Puryear banks it in. Kevin Puryear, the leading scorer on this team, averaging.
He may have the most challenging schedule yet. They still got 3 really difficult road games. As Isabel makes a really difficult shot on the drive.
That puts Tennessee in the bonus for the final 12 minutes and 21 seconds.
We talked about Missouri today being able to, everybody shooting high percentages.
Phillips rises up in the paint and hits the shot.
Tremendous offensive possession there. They held on to it.
Rosberg at the line. Rosberg, 15 points to free throw shooting will have a big part in who wins this ball game today. As he has scored since. And now he has 9 today, which is 1 above his per game average.
That's getting them in trouble. When they've held onto the ball, they've scored.
Puryear with the basket.
On both sides, we're seeing a lot of zone for these teams defensively.
Rosberg 6 of 7 from the floor in game losing streak.
Well, he has been impressive. He hasn't forced anything. He's had great composure, good fundamentals, catching the ball, squaring his shoulder to the backboard, throwing together combination moves. That was awesome.
Rosberg again. Look at that footwork. That's what we're talking about.
Nice left hand, big fella.
Making another career high and right on the run up, and he jams it. Missouri back up by 11. Timeout, Tennessee.
It's good to see the Missouri players having some fun playing basketball, turning defense into offense and naming right. Going upstairs and sending it in.
Turnovers today. Isabel takes a big step, misses the bank, and the tip in by Gant. Just the second basket for Jacqueline Gant, who's coming off a career.
Missouri needs a good offensive possession.
And Phillips gives Missouri a 7.
Last 2 defensive possessions, they've both fouled, giving the other team the opportunity to step up to the free.
Naaman Wright, 1-1.
Let's make sure we understand time and score and stay aggressive right here. Most important thing is we get a basket.
So a 6, 19 points and 5 boards for Rosberg as Clark hits the free throw percentage. Curry doesn't get fouled. They get it ahead to Rosberg, and he jams it. Crowd loves it. 21 for Rosberg. The 9-game losing streak is over. For the first time since January 9th, Missouri tastes victory as they knock off Tennessee 75-64.
What a day. Obviously, the Missouri faithful is here and support this basketball team and to find a way to help them get a lead. Turned out in big numbers, cheered loud. Also to support Ryan Luce. Just a great day here in Missouri. Really feels good.
Yep. Columbia rallied for Ryan today. And the Missouri Tigers rallied for victory. Just their second in the conference as they beat Tennessee 75-64. And now for Coach John Pelfrey and the entire SEC Network team, I'm Matt Stewart. So long from Columbia, where the Tigers win by 11. Now over to SEC Now.
Scoring guard and ball handler. And it's going to be a difficult challenge because tonight they're facing a South Carolina basketball team that's predicated on pressure defense.
Well, time now to take a look at who's taking the next step. Come away from Colonial Life Arena. And on a night when 5 of the top 7 in the league in action this evening, this is a huge opportunity for South Carolina. Cullen Van Leer gets his first career start in place of Clark tonight. They go inside to Puryear. Look who's there. Ryan Rosberg with a follow tip. Very forgiving schedule down the stretch. Philip Saturday, and already Missouri has had its ways on the boards. Van Leer on the cut. First bucket for the freshman from Pacific. Roster was hurt last year, had to save some minutes. Rosberg leaked out and converted. And secondly,
I've had a chance to know Frank Martin for a long, long time, and and the one thing about him is he's always.
It's not that Wes Clark was dismissed from the team or kicked off the team. He is simply no longer a member of the team for failing to meet the academic. Front, Tremaine Isabel. And now a 3. Got it! Terrence Phillips in Missouri playing with momentum.
Leading defensively and is getting some stops and is putting them out in the break. Again, the ball touching the.
Isabel fading. Tough angle, and he banks it in. Everything's falling the Tigers' way. Isabel with the kiss.
When you're on the road and you get a chance to make a layup or a night.
The lineup, he has not been pleased with his play lately. Isabel hits another.
Some credit right now to Kim Anderson and his basketball team as Isabel drives hard from a long way out on the floor.
Kim Anderson showing a little Norm Stewart tonight. Right for three. It up. Steps through Hatkevichus. Van Leer follows. Who is this Missouri team? Where did they come from?
Okay, everybody ready to go? All right. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Hang on the post. Don't let them push you up too high. Any of them. They push you up high, you got to slide in and get behind them. There you go. Good. Go. Everybody run. Everybody run on the break. Don't run even. Run ahead.
And this is a Missouri. Rosberg back to the free throw line. You're able to spend some time with him this afternoon?
We notice.
Taken away by Mizzou. Isabel hangs and hits.
Awesome shot by Isabel. May have got away with a foul there. Picked up the loose ball, and Isabel just making a spectacular one-on-one play in the open floor. And so Rosberg back to the free throw line. Shot going up, or the ball handler taking it on his own, and I think that says a lot of emotion to try to get this thing going on the right way, to get themselves going again on the right track for the winning ways. Mizzou takes it away. Isabel tracks it down, and everything bouncing the Tigers' way tonight. A Division II national championship. Rosberg throws it away to close the half. Missouri and this senior from Chesterfield with a great half. Tigers have the lead. Rosberg's got 6. 33-25. Had 17 points and 5 boards in the last game for Missouri at home against Tennessee. That's his first point tonight. At 20 in his debut. And Puryear knocks them both down. Phillips finds right for 3. That's a great job by Terrence Phillips, a freshman. Getting him. They got Rosberg in the open floor. He'll take it himself with the left. Missouri's defense, the last couple possessions has stiffened. He did it again. 10 for Rosberg. Frank Martin is going to glare right through all of his. After South Carolina comes out with stops and 7 points, they get their own stops.
You're up because you're fighting the boards. Keep hitting the boards, all right? No stupid fouls, no dumb fouls, all right? You're in the zone, get your hands up, make sure you bump back down. Hey, easy, 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 hey. Okay, don't try, we first of all, we can't afford it. We can't afford to have a bunch of silly fouls, okay?
It'll come on a night where they've been dismal shooting the basketball. Terrence Phillips knocks down his first tray. Shot making, and they're a steal and get the team in transition. Lineup. Terrence Phillips has been there all season. Wright knocks down both free throws. 11 for the sophomore. Opposite the screen. Shot clock at 2. Isabel with the kick. Duff follow tip is there. Jakeenan Gant crashing the glass. KJ Walton with the triple. He's got 5. On the other end, KJ Walton, the freshman from Brownsburg, Indiana, with his first. And earlier today, John Pelfrey asked him what number 44 meant here at Mizzou and his favorite number 44.
I mean, he's a stud. I don't know many other 44s, but I mean, he was unreal, and I don't know if his name's not up there, but it should be. He's an awesome player, and grew up, saw a lot of clips of him, so definitely Anthony Peeler.
That would be Anthony Peeler. Had a career-high 43 in a game at Allen Fieldhouse against Kansas. 3rd, Al Eberhard, Ron Jones back in the early 80s. But Peeler stands among the best. Now, you reminded him one thing, though. You said, wait a second, your brother played here.
Keep rebounding. Keep rebounding.
Hey, rebound him.
Let's go. Line it up. Line it up. I'm trying to do a better job of coaching, because I did a good job of officiating in the first half.
KJ Walton at the line. Gymnastics take over the SEC network and out. Walton goes 2 for 2. Missouri's lead is 5 with 9:24. Gets set up for 3. Another offensive rebound, and Phillips gets a foul on Carrera.
Terrence Williams, for a small guy, he's tough, he's competitive. He's one of the better teams in the SEC.
Michael Carrera took a shot directly to the face from the head of Terrence Phillips. Not only is he hurt, but he's also... Rosberg. What a move. He's just got tremendous... Brad Luce, who spoke to the crowd at halftime.
Each year, 15,000 kids are newly diagnosed with pediatric cancer. And on October 6th, my daughter became one of those 15,000. Thank you for helping us to say to cancer that when you picked a fight with Ryan Luce, you messed with the wrong little girl. Thank you very much. M-I-Z.
And the Mid-Missouri faithful responded. They raised more than $50,000, which will be donated to pediatric cancer research.
Making sure the players are doing the same thing because they have been battling hard to your right or to your left. Throw it hard to the guy's chest, right at his nose. And that way...
He's got a great post mentor in Tim Anderson, who was a Big 8 player of the year, within 30 seconds of each other. And Rosberg just 4 of 11 from the charity stripe. Rolls in the first. He's got 15.
Pass. Forced a foul by the South Carolina defense. And your best offensive scorer here of late cashes in the 2 free throws.
Rosberg found Phillips and one.
Oh, he's into it. He's sharp mentally, which allows him to be sharp physically. You've got to keep your knees bent and your feet moving. Carrera kind of...
Dozier steps through. Rosberg got a piece of it. It is off of Kaichinus and back to Mizzou with 1:01 to go and a 1-point lead. Phillips, baseline move, finds Walton, and the layup's in. Mizzou by 3. Timeout, South Carolina.
You know what's happening? Dribble. And he's probably got no intentions of shooting, but he's bringing the whole team over there, and they're looking at him, and it's allowing cutters to come right by their heads for easy baskets.
DJ Dozier, the freshman, leaves for Carrera. Remember, he hit that big 3 from there a couple minutes ago. Try to step through it, and it was stay with South Carolina. John Calipari told, shouldn't you have to wait until the ball gets inbounded? Wow, what an answer from Rosberg.
The standings, people want to get a piece of them.
Phillips knocks it down. Missouri by 5. Dozen of them after halftime.
But he did a great job tonight, running the floor, catching the ball with 2 hands and 2 eyes, finishing plays. Kind of always there when he needed. Showed it.
But that's going to do it. They'll tie up Phillips. And that will put zeros on the board. Missouri with back-to-back wins in the SEC for the first time this season. South Carolina's got to be concerned. Consecutive losses after being tied for first. 5-point Tigers win here at home. Let's get you to Starkville now. Mississippi State playing host to Vandy. John Sunvold.
Visit TrustedChoice.com to find an agent in your... It was mid-November 2006. The Tigers were pitted up against an upstart mid-major named Davidson and their budding young star, Stephen Curry. The Wildcats hopped to a quick lead, but Mizzou had an answer coming from Matt Lawrence and his red-hot outside shooting.
Brown to the left elbow, left baseline. Lawrence, the jumper, good. The shooter knocks it down from the left side, and Missouri goes up 8-5. The arc for Hannah brings it towards the top of the key. Now right side of the key. Lawrence's 17-footer goes down.
Steph Curry had a slow start, but found points in the paint.
Curry to the right block, hanging over Butterfield, rims it home.
Lawrence continued his accurate shooting to put the Tigers up 3 going into halftime.
Bang! The shooter left wide open, and he buries it.
Curry found his shooting stroke in the second half to keep Davidson in the game.
Curry Three over Grimes. Good. We're tied at 34 on the Stephen Curry three.
But the Wildcats couldn't match Matt Lawrence.
Lawrence open three over Bano. Good. Missouri regains the advantage at 37-36. Full floor for him. Left wing Lawrence off the pick. Fires a three. Bang! Splashed it home. The shooter connects again. He spins, brings it back a little floor. Leaves it for Curry. Right side of the key. Puts it up from 17. And he connects. A two-pointer. It's 60-59 in favor of Davidson. Davidson dumps it left block. Double team spins. Right wing Lawrence. An open three. Bang! He buried it at 72-68 Missouri.
Jason Horton helped seal the deal for the Tigers by hitting a pair of free throws in the closing moments. Mizzou improved to 5-0, with Matt Lawrence finishing the afternoon 8 for 12 shooting, 22 points for the St. Louis native.
Now pivots, puts it on the deck, comes behind Rosberg, gets right side of the lane, scoops it high off the glass, and ties the game at 2.
Nice job that by Tremaine.
Hands outside right side of the key. Now working one-on-one to the free throw line, pull back 17-footer off the bounce, rims home. Skip pass left wing Phillips, top of the key right, drives left side of the lane between two defenders, flips it up and in. Off for right, comes outside behind Gant and Rosberg to the left side of the key. Bounces left block, Rosberg turns middle, jump hook good. Less than 13 to play. Missouri down 15-8. Steal by Naaman Wright on the right wing. Jumped in the passing lane. Challenging Simmons. Goes reverse. Flips it up. Missed it. Jammed down by Jacqueline Gant.
Nice job that time by Jacqueline Gant. Running down the floor.
Naaman Wright, top of the key. To the right elbow. Floats it in the paint. Caught by Woods. Lays it up. And it rims home. Pivots. Throws it right sideline for Phillips. Behind Woods, the left elbow, 15-footer off the bounce, goes down for Terrence Phillips, the freshman. Jab step back to Rosberg on the right wing, guarded by Victor. Trying to back him down, top of the key. Phillips, 3 on the way with 5 on the shot clock, rims home.
Nice job that time by Ryan Rosberg, being patient, getting the ball back out to Terrence.
Front court, 45 seconds to play in the half. Left baseline, Rosberg spins, baseline cut off, lofted underneath the basket, picked up by Gant and jammed down.
Right place, right time. Jacqueline Gant, go to the front of the rim.
Swinging on the right side between the circles, Phillips. Phillips behind Rosberg to the top of the key to Rosberg on the right block against 2 defenders, banks it home. 3 wide right. Rebound Purrier in the paint, puts it up and in.
Just wanted it more. Blakely didn't drop him off. First 4 points in the second half, Missouri Tigers.
Handling the ball to the right wing. Skip pass intercepted by Isabel. Missouri runs the other way. 4-on-2. Isabel in the paint, hanging, missed the lay-in. Tip no good by Rosberg. Gets it back, reverse layup good. Now the left side of the key, flip it to Van Leer. Right wing Purrier, a 3 over Simmons, good. Left wing Van Leer, hands to Phillips on a curl. Right side of the key, right, catch and shoot 3, made it. Comes right side of the key, now right wing, had it knocked away, gets it back. Purrier top of the key, jab step. Now a 3, made it. Couple of 3s in the second half for Kevin Purrier. Pulled down by Purrier. Missouri trails by 15 as Van Leer runs to the right block, scoops it up and in. 3 on the way, missed it. Rebound off of Gant. Pulled down by Walton, ahead for Van Leer, running to the rim, lays it up and in. To the top of the key, to the right elbow. Picks up the dribble, left wing Gant to the left baseline, 16-footer off the bounce, rims home. 3, rebound Gant. Missouri down 14 as they run, 4-on-2. Phillips fakes a pass, he lays it up and in. Block for Rosberg, double team comes. Right corner Walton, a 3 on the way. Made it, KJ Walton with a 3. Phillips left side of the key behind Rosberg to the free throw line, 16-footer off the bounce, goes down. Right block Rosberg, spins baseline, head and shoulder fake, puts it up and in. The lead is 9. Keep Purrier, right wing Phillips. Top of the key, Walton, an open 3, buried it. KJ Walton connects. Missouri trails 63-57. Tigers down by 6. 5.5 to play. Wright races into the front court. Left side of the lane. Tipped up and in by Rosberg. The lead is 4. Rosberg guarded by Victor. Puts it on the deck. Right wing Walton steps into a 3. Made it. He splashed it home.
It's all KJ Walton right now.
The key, Purrier back to the basket. Flare cut for Phillips to the left wing. The left baseline to the block. Lays it up and in. Phillips to the left wing. Fans outside. Now on a curl, Walton to the left elbow, 15-footer off the bounce, goes down. He is on fire. He's got 11. They led by 22 at the half. Saw Missouri pull within 3. They win by 9, and Shortness, the senior, will dribble out the final home game of the season here in Baton Rouge. Final score 80-71. LSU wins it. Phillips now right corner for Wright. Right block taken by Purrier into the paint. Jump hook good.
Good patient offensive time by Missouri.
Cut off as he tried to drive. Bounce it right block. Rosberg spins baseline. Head and shoulder fake. Puts it up and in. His second field goal of the game cuts the lead to 10. Phillips to the left side for Walton. Outside for Purrier. Swinging right side. Intercepted. Running out Casey Hill to the rim. Jams it down. It's 30-14. Phillips spinning free throw line. Left wing Walton. Catch and shoot three. Made it. He hit 3 3-pointers at LSU. Phillips inbounds to Van Leer, who hits a three from the right corner. 35-22. Florida with the lead. Right corner Allen, wide open three. Missed it, in and out. Rebound Phillips of Missouri. Runs 2-on-1, scoop it left side of the lane right, lays it up and in.
How many times have we seen that? You take a quick three-point shot, miss it, other team lays it in.
Now to the baseline, goes reverse, throws it outside right. 2 on the shot clock, doesn't get the shot off. They count it. Wow. Looked like zeros to me when he put it up. Florida, they lead by 18, second half underway. Phillips to the free throw line, left side. Purrier takes it on the block from Rosberg, lays it up, and in it gets fouled.
Finney Smith wasn't ready to play the second half. Once again, Missouri comes out of the halftime, fresh legs.
Finney Smith, left side of the key. Tried to bounce it in, taken away by Naaman Wright. Wright for Missouri against 2 defenders, puts it up, and it rims home.
That's a nice shot by Naaman Wright, coming up with a turnover.
Ball fake, now throws it outside to Allen. Allen, left side, Chiozo. He'll try another three. Left wing goes down. Hit one from the right, now from the left. Hill flips it outside. Deep three. Robinson misses. Rebound on the court taken by Purrier. Outlet to Phillips. Missouri runs down 18. Phillips into the paint. Scoop at left side. Naaman Wright lays it up and in.
Quick shot by Florida. Missouri layup at the other end.
6 on the shot clock. Phillips to the right wing, right side of the lane. Throws it left corner. Walton, catch and shoot three that he buries as the shot clock expires.
Once again, nice job by Terrence Phillips.
Left wing for Walton. Left block Rosberg against Egbunu. Gets to the baseline. Head and shoulder fake. Flip it up, reverse, and scores.
Rosberg did a nice job that time using his strength. Florida didn't rebound the ball.
Catches on the left block against Egbunu. Trying to back him down. Left wing Van Leer. Top of the key. Phillips a deep three. Made it. He splashed it home. Missouri's down 11. Bounces it outside. Taken by Missouri's Purrier. Drives left side of the lane. A runner good off the glass. Missouri's down by 11. Allen outside for Hill to the right elbow. Right wing Robinson. 3-ball. Missed it. Jammed down by Finney Smith. Side, scoop it to Van Leer. Van Leer, deeper wing right now for Phillips. Jab step, now a three, and he makes it. The lead is 9 here on the wing. Outside now, Phillips, a deep three from the left side, missed it. Rebound Purrier, left side of the basket, puts it up, missed it. Tipped up and in by Rosberg with 1:04 to play. Tim Anderson takes a timeout. His team down by 7. Missouri finishes its season 10-21 and 3-15. Florida beats Missouri.
You just played your last game as a Tiger. What are the emotions like?
It's weird. Honestly, it hasn't sunk in. Feels like we got practice tomorrow, honestly. It's going to be tough when it hits. I'm going to miss this place. All the friends, all the people are so great from Missouri basketball. And, man, just love this whole journey and don't take any of it for granted. And, just had a blast. It was truly a dream.
What did that pregame senior day ceremony mean to you, your family here, your brother who played here, your mom and dad? They're here every single game. To have that chance to be thanked by the Mizzou fans, what did that mean to you?
It was special. I got a couple hundred family friends here, so just to be recognized and just to have that moment with my parents, it was just pretty amazing. I can't really put it into words. Just thank everyone who came out. They stuck with me through the year, so I really appreciate that.
What did it mean for you in your life ahead that, even as things didn't go well this year and the postseason was taken off the table, you seemed to play harder and play even better? What does that mean for Ryan Rosberg moving forward in your life?
I think that's just a life lesson. That's how I was raised my whole life. When tough times happen, the tough get through it. So everything has happened to me over the last 4 years, so I'm ready for anything that life throws at me. So just going to use all the lessons I learned here and just live a great life.
What's your parting message for the Mizzou fans that supported you over the years?
I just want to say thank you. This place is just dear to my heart. Thank you for believing in me through the last 4 years. Just want you all to know that I did my best all the time to represent Missouri on the floor, off the floor. I love this place, so thank you. I mean, I got a couple hundred family friends here, so just to be recognized and just to have that moment with my parents, it was just pretty amazing. I can't really put it into words. Just thank everyone who came out. They stuck with me through the years, so I really appreciate that.
And one last time here at Mizzou Arena from Chesterfield, Missouri, a 6'10" senior forward, number 44.
It hasn't sunk in. Feels like we got practice tomorrow, honestly. It's good to so great for Missouri basketball, and man, just love this whole journey and don't take any of it for granted. And just had a blast. It was truly a dream.
Come in as they're going to get Ryan Rosberg an ovation as he comes out in his final game. Standing ovation for the senior from Chesterfield. High five from his head coach.
I just want to say thank you. This place is just dear to my heart. Thank you for believing in me through the last 4 years. Just want you all to know that I did my best all the time to represent Missouri on the floor, off the floor. I love this place, so thank you.